All right. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to, in a very special way, welcome each and every one of you for joining me in today's class again. If you are new to this channel, please, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for subsequent video. Today we'll be starting with another class called Parallel Dimension Tool, and today being the class 10 of our training of our online training. Today, being the class 10 of our online training, we'll be starting with another training for our toolbox, which we have parallel dimension 2. I believe the last class we had, we talked about text box, that is text tool, how to make use of the text tool, of course, writing with the text tool, formatting the text, bolding, underline, italize, increasing the font size or reducing the font size, changing the font style, and of course stretching from the edge. All right, I still remind us of the 8 black box surrounding a text or a shape, that it is called node. That is NODES, because it's more than one, we added S. Okay, and I differentiate that nodes from the anchor points, which we know that the anchor points are the white box that appears in either a shape or a text. And of course, we made use of shape tool while we are discussing about text, everything that has to do with text, on how to stretch and of course tighten the text, and how to work and maneuver, how to change some position of the text. Okay, I believe we did all this, and I reminded us of applying an outline. Of course, every click we do is left click, right? But to apply an outline is right click. Then you can come through your status bar, then double click, or you press F12 in your keyboard. It will bring you to the outline panel, where you can as well increase the outline. And remember the 3 things I always say we should press, which is round corners, okay, behind field, we have the scale with object. I believe I explained all this, okay. So that is for text 2. Today we will continue with parallel dimension tool. Of course, it's all about draw slanted dimension lines. It's everything that has to do with line, but it is totally different from this normal freehand line that we've done at the past. This one now comes with the measurement. Of course, here we may not dwell much on this. It's basically all about drawing of lines, and particularly for those who are into architectural drawing, I believe this is meant for them. All right, but it is still good we just talk about it so that we have an idea of it. On a very good day, we may need it someday. Okay, so now this is parallel dimension. Let's see what we have. Once I click and drag, of course you see number following it. It's just giving you the number. All right, the number of the line you are drawing, that is giving you the measurement of the line you're drawing. All right, of course, if I press down my control key, it will now be straight. But if I'm not pressing that control key, you see that it's not being straight. But once I press down my control key, you see it very, very, very straight. So the difference between this and normal freehand is that it's more or less where we do anything architectural drawing. That is the idea. So once you click on it, you discover that it has drawn this with the measurements in inches. Okay, of course, we know we have our units here. Comes in inch. There are different types. We have inches, millimeters, and co, points, pixel, and co. So it's just like that. Now it's basically for architectural, like I said. This same parallel, we can still use it to, let's just say we want to achieve building, like normal building. Okay, now it's giving us the measurement. Okay, so once I still pick this horizontal or vertical dimension, it's just basically about drawings. Like I said, drawings, everything that has to do with drawings. Okay, so once I draw here, you note, you agree with me that it's just like an architectural drawing, that anything, any dimension you draw, it gives you the size based on your unit, that is based on the default unit. They call it unit, that is drawing unit. Okay, based on the default unit, which comes in inches. And inches, inches have this something like this. Okay, it has something like this, right? Now, and that is what we are seeing here. Okay, now it's just basically about drawing, like drawing of anything that it has to, it can be, it's just basically drawing of architectural drawings, or having a dimension of something. So this is something like this. Maybe I need this, and I just want to get the measurement from here to here. Okay, I'll just drop it, and you see the measurements here. Okay, so still on it, you can still go through the segment dimension, two legs call out. So this two legs call out is just like connection between the both, between two lines. So I can use this to actually draw a roof of this very house. After the 2 points, all right, it will drop. Okay, what it means is that we started from here and we ended there, and I can still use the parallel dimension to actually get this size. Of course, when you watch here, you discover that we don't have anything like size here, but once you use this to draw, you see that it's bringing out the exact size. Okay, all right, once I double click, it has given us the exact size. This is 9.21 inches. So let's try this and see if it's actually the same dimension. Now you discover that here is 9.36 inches, while this is 9.21. That means it's trying to tell us that this our roof is not actually in center. So I can of course pick my shape tool and now maybe adjust to see what we have. So I can still adjust this here, right? I can still adjust this my dimension to see if it has balanced. So the main idea here now is you can equally draw a normal rectangle, okay, and decide to use your dimension to get the size. From here to here is which size? It will give you 13.36 inches. All right, okay, now you can decide to say from here to here is which size. It's giving you 19.17. It's just all about anything you draw, anything at all you draw, any shape at all you draw, and you wish to know the measurement. Okay, you wish to know the measurement without going through the property bar. Of course, property bar will always give you any measurement of either a shape or a text you draw. Okay, but this one now, in this situation, is basically when you have things that has to do with drawing. Let's assume I draw a house, and this is the pattern of the house I want, and I finished drawing the house, and I want to be sure of this house to know if it actually if their shapes or their sizes, they are actually the same thing. After drawing all the necessary things I need to draw, okay, now I can now begin to use my parallel dimensions to get let's say from here to here. The engineer asked me to make here 1.8, and I'm seeing 1.42. That means I still need to extend it. So the more you extend, the more the size keep increasing. So I can now reduce to get the 1.8. Okay, so I'll keep on doing that till I get my what? This is 1.8, right? Okay, so that is all about this measurement. And same thing happens to this connector tool. Okay, it's just still the same thing. This connector tool, once you pick it, you discover that we are having another node, right? Another anchor point, but instead of being in white, it comes in orange or red color. Okay, it's simply connecting from one point to another. Okay, nothing much. It's just to connect from one point to another. Let's assume I try shifting this. The more you shift it, the more the connector you applied to this keep on following you. Okay, so under this parallel dimension and this very connector, they work hand in hand. Basically this two is mainly for getting dimensional shapes, getting inches, that is getting size of a dimension. of either a text or a shape. Okay, so that is what particularly this parallel dimension tool and this connector tool is all about. There is nothing much. There's nothing much. You just to get your actual measurement of any shape or a text you draw. And if I decide to draw a perfect circle and I really want to know what the size of this circle, okay, I can just pick from here to here. Let me see, what do we have here? We're having 6.94 and I need 7. Of course, I'll just still hold and still increase it a little. The more you increase, the more you see it increasing. So now we have 7.06, meaning I still need to reduce this more. Okay, we have 6.96. So what every measurement you're seeing here, like I said, you can keep increasing, reducing. You may not actually get that 7.0 inches you need. So what do? You can just select it, then go through your property bar, okay, or just come through your property bar direct and give it 7. Of course, we have the dimensional size here. All right, they call it object size. So once you enter there, what we're having here is 6.962, and what we're having here now is 6.96, because of course this one is in two decimal place, 6.96, whereas the normal object size will give you the measurement in three decimal place. So we have 6.962. All right, but this one omitted the 2. So what it means is I'll just click on this circle, just enter here, give it 7 by 7. All right, so we've gotten the exact 7.0. So this is it, because I've given it 7.0 here. Automatically the parallel dimension I picked gave us the exact size. So if I measure from here to here, the same thing, it will give us the same size it will give us. Okay, so we have 7.0 and we have another 7.0. Okay, so that is it. Okay, this is 7.0, this is another 7.0. So it's just to tell you that everything that has to do with the parallel dimension tool and the connector tool is everything that has to do with measurement to get the actual measurement. Of course, I still want to welcome the new ones among us in this channel. If you are new to this channel, I want to welcome you in a very special way. Please do well to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because you keep getting videos as time goes on. And I want to still appeal to us all, those that may be hammering for when are we starting the design proper. Like I always tell us, we shouldn't be in a hurry. We still need to explore all these toolbox. Of course, we are almost coming to an end of it. We'll begin graphic design proper. But by the time you've known the fundamental use of all these toolbox, once we commence design, it will not be something new to you. So please, I just want us to have patience, because we soon commence design proper. So I'm doing this for the benefit of those who may want to know every tool, as the case may be, because this toolbox is one of the most important active bar in CorelDraw, because without them we cannot achieve any design. I believe we will come to understand what things that has to do with parallel dimension, of course, and their functions. Okay, of course they go in line with the connector and the anchor editing. They are just the same. Okay, they are just the same. There's no much. This anchor editing now is this anchor editing has to do with the connector you've drawn. Of course, if you need to extend, you can still extend it, and nothing much. Okay, nothing much. Basically, this class 10 is basically for dimensional sizes. Anything you draw, even though it's text and you wish to know the size, of course you can. Let's assume we have this management and I really want to know the dimension. Okay, all what I need to do is just to draw from here to here, and we're having dimension. This is 5.85, right? So we're having 5.85. That means 5.84, sorry. That means once we click on the management, look where we have the property bar, look at the width, you discover that the object size is actually the same size we're having here. Okay, of course, we have 5.833 because we started it here, but we did not end it where the T is, and that's why you are seeing it that is not that we ended it more than where the T is. Sorry, instead of 5.83, of course, the computer approximated it to 5.84. Okay, so the basic thing there now is for those who may want to get the measurement of every of their designs, be it shape or text. Of course, this parallel dimension and their functions, including the connector and anchor points, this is the work. All right, like I told us while we started this class, that basically what we are here for is basically strictly on graphic design, but then we still need to follow all these two boxes one after another so that we can be carried along. We never can tell who may need this and someday. Okay, but basically I know it's more of those who are into architectural drawing, they will need this more. All right, of course, once you pick this parallel dimension, you discover that in property bar you have different we have it in decimal, we have it in fraction, we have it in US engineering, and we have US architectural. So it's to tell you that what I told us at first, that this is basically for architecturals, those into architectural drawing. Of course, we have the architectural software, they call it AutoCAD, but of course we can do one or two things using this parallel dimensional tool. So I want to thank you for your active participation, and I want to thank you for always viewing my channel, and I want to assure you that as time goes on, we will commence our design proper. Thank you for coming online again. Thank you for attending today's class, and have a blessed day ahead.